What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, obviously, it's not a mukbang, and I do want to apologize for those that don't really know me and subscribe just for my mukbangs. Sorry, this is a makeup related video, but as most of you that know me, that have been following me for quite a while now, know that this is a diverse channel, and sometimes I like to throw some curveballs at you guys and do something different besides a mukbang. So I'm just gonna do a quick little get ready with me. So if you want to go ahead and watch that, then stick around. If not, then I'll see you guys in the next mukbang. Alright, I'm gonna briefly show you guys how I prep my skin. I just showered and washed my face. I'm going to spray my face with rose water. I love rose water for the skin. To me it's the most refreshing. It's amazing. I love facial sprays. I'm also going to spray with Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy. This is another one that I love using as well, if it decides to focus there. My routine is just my routine. There's no specific way for you to do your own routine, but I just wanted to show you guys and share with you guys how I do my stuff. Okay. I just got a foundation and I wanted to share that with you. I'm glad that's the one. So after this dries, I do start moisturizing. Yes, I know I have a very long skin routine. I'm going to moisturize with the Calendula face cream because I haven't really been very good with my skincare lately because I don't know, I've been lazy, I guess I could admit it. Normally I am very religious with my skincare regimen, but sometimes I'll just moisturize or sometimes I'll just spray. I haven't done a full-on skincare routine like I normally do, but today we are, because I want to make sure that I am fully hydrated and moisturize for this new foundation. And then after that, of course, you want to let everything sit right before you start applying other products, but I am in a little bit of a time crunch, so I will be going a little bit faster without letting the products really set. I'm going to spray again. This is a facial spray. It is for priming or setting. I got this in my Boxy Charm or Boxy Luxe, not quite sure. I like to spray it before, sometimes after. Smells good. And then I will be priming my skin with the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it is a glass bottle. They used to come in a plastic container, kind of something like this. This is a illuminating primer, but I like it because it's moisturizing, you know. I do have combination skin, so if you have like oily skin, you may not like this primer, but if you like to look dewy anyways, you might enjoy this primer. I just like it because it's illuminating. I'm not too much of a fan of dewy skin. Usually during the summertime I am. But sorry about that. I forgot to put my phone on silent and now it's going off the hook. I'm going to use this Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. I don't normally use this very often. I did also get this in one of my Boxy Charms. And I guess this is just an under eye primer for like puffiness and dark circles. I'm not sure if it does anything, to be quite honest with you. I've used it a number of times and I have not actually noticed if it does anything, to be honest. But I'm going to show you guys my base, and then if I have time I will show you what else I do. If I just do my eyebrows and my lashes, I guess I'll do that, and some lippy. But we're gonna start off with the Kevyn Aucoin concealer. It's actually called the Skin Enhancer, the Sensual Skin Enhancer by Kevyn Aucoin. And I got it in the shade 07, SX07. This particular item, I looked it up when I purchased it. I looked it up at Sephora and it was $48. And I was at Costco one day just, you know, looking for a gift for somebody, and I came across Kevyn Aucoin. I was like, they have Kevyn Aucoin at Costco? I was like, whoa. So I was like, okay, why is this so inexpensive? It was $9.97. I was like, okay, it's gonna go out of stock, because normally when the price ends on a 7, it's going out of stock. I think that may be quite a bit too much, but I just scooped some up without even paying attention. I'm sorry. It might work. A little bit goes a very long way. This is very, very high coverage. And so I was like, oh, let me give it a try, because I've heard a lot of great things about this product. So I picked it up and I used it for the first time and I loved it. So I went back 2 days later and I seen it again, and it was on sale for $4.97. I was like, what in the world? Why is this so inexpensive? So I asked the cashier, she said it was going out of stock, just like I had mentioned before even asking. It's not maybe my actual color, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna work with it. We're gonna use, of course, concealers. We're gonna use contours. Let me just zoom you guys in a little bit so you guys can see. And now I wanna go back for more. Well, because I am a makeup artist, and once this quarantine is lifted, I am going to go back to freelancing, hopefully. And this is a great foundation for photography, video. This is a waterproof skin enhancer, which is used as a foundation or concealer. A very little goes a long way. I am telling you, I still have a dollop there. I'm gonna do this on half my face so you guys can see the difference in the coverage. And I'm using a brush to just apply it, but I like to go from a brush to a sponge. Let me get all up in my 5 head though. I like to use a sponge afterwards just to make sure that it is a flawless airbrush finish. There's no brush streaks or anything like that left behind. I'm going all up in my eyelids, under the eye. Technically, if you're going to highlight, you really don't need to get all up in the under eye, but this is just such great coverage product that I want to do the under eye. But look at that, get all up in the crevices of the nose. It is such a great concealer. It has very, very high coverage. It covers a lot of my redness, which is mostly my issues. I don't know that it's going to cover this one perfectly. This is a scar that I had just gotten a little while ago. But look at that coverage. It is phenomenal. It is, to me, lightweight, and I love it. This could be drying for some people. If you have very dry skin, it could be drying. And actually, this is, on me, it looks very luminous. It quite possibly could be because of the way that I prep my skin. And I hydrate it, because I do that with any foundation. Unless, well, I don't use dewy foundations, but if it's a matte foundation, I always like to prep my skin, make it very hydrated, very luminous, so that if I'm using a drying foundation, it doesn't latch onto any of my dry spots, because I do have combination skin. So I will have a lot of oils in my T-zone areas, forehead and stuff. And around the lips sometimes, around the eyes, under eyes, it will be dry sometimes. So you always want to prep your skin before you apply your foundation, because you just never know if it's going to latch onto any of those dry patches. But it actually covered that scar very nicely. I've tried many other techniques, color correcting, you know, concealers and all that, to even get to that coverage, and it has not been working. So I'm very impressed with this coverage on that scar. You can build this up. It is a little bit more buildable, but I don't want to feel cakey. So I'm just going to grab my dampened sponge. This is a Makeup Shack, sorry, sponge. I just rinsed it wring it out, or I wet it and I wring it out. And I love using my sponges wet, even though I don't like a dewy finish, but I just feel like this just leaves your skin very flawless. And if you do have dry skin, I would highly recommend using a dampened sponge because it will also give you a little bit of a dewy finish. So that is the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer. And I absolutely loved it. I did use up all that I put on my back of my hand, but like I said, it is very high coverage. So if you don't want something very high coverage, if you want to go something just natural, you don't have to use a lot. Let me just concentrate a little bit more on this area here because I think I picked up some of that product with a sponge. Very, very, very little, just barely dabbed it. That's probably a lot just for that there, but I'm telling you, this is phenomenal. If you have dark circles, dark under eyes, you are going to love this. The sad thing is that they're probably already sold out because I did shout it out on almost all my social media. Not to say that I have a huge following where everyone's gonna go buy them, but I'm saying, you know, word of mouth sharing will get people to go over there and purchase them, especially if you are a makeup artist and you know makeup. This is literally almost free considering the retail price. Look at that. Look at that coverage. I mean, like, hello. I am very impressed. So I would normally set all my foundations. I am going to contour and I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. I'm going to use the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camel Concealer. This is in the shade Light Sand. I love me an e.l.f. Camel Concealer. It is super high coverage and it is also a matte finish. So if you do have dry skin, if you do want to use this, I would just hydrate really, really, really good. So I'm going to use the Farmasi contour stick. It is a cream contour, and let's apply that on my normal areas. I'm going a little bit fast because, you guys, I literally have to be somewhere in a little bit. My phone has been going off, as you can tell in the background. And I just want to show you guys, though, this amazing coverage. I'm not sponsored, you guys. I really am not. I wish I was. Kevyn Aucoin, hello, can you holler at me? But I'm not sponsored. I honestly, if you guys want me to be real with you guys, I have not had any sponsored videos as far as monetarily sponsored on my channel at all. Hopefully one day, I pray to God that, you know, I am blessed enough to have a sponsor to sponsor me, or a company to sponsor me. However, I have had companies reach out to me to promote their products, and they send their products out for free. You have to start somewhere, you know what I mean? I am a baby channel. I have, you know, just a handful of followers, but those handful of followers, you guys are amazing. So I pray that one day I can, you know, eventually grow and be able to have sponsorships, paid sponsorships. Of course, only on products that I definitely would recommend, because that's what I do. I'm not going to, you know, recommend something to you guys if I think it's trash. I really, just because they're gonna give you a couple coins. Nah. I will not tarnish. I will not tarnish. I can't talk. My reputation for a couple dollars. So anything that you've seen on my channel that I promote, it's not paid sponsorship. Sometimes I buy it with my own money. For example, this here, the foundation. I'm not being paid to say none of this. Some of the products are sent to me, but I will not make a video if I don't like it. You gotta keep it real, you know what I mean? Don't ruin your credibility just for a couple coins. So I do like to blend out the other areas before I do my under eye, just so that it can create a little bit of more, I don't know how to say it, that word. So it can be a little bit more opaque. I don't know if it's opacity is a word. Sounds nice. I don't know. I know I'm a dummy, but I just like that it sits there. Sometimes this may not work for those who have more drier skin because it does dry quickly and it's gonna be almost impossible to blend it out. But I hydrated properly, a little bit extra. If your under eyes are very dry, I highly recommend that you use a really good moisturizer under your eyes, because it will your concealer and your foundation will latch to those dry patches. I'm so sorry, I'm stumbling upon my words. I'm just like, I always try to do things last minute and film last minute when I know darn well I got things to do. But you guys, the skin is looking phenomenal. Like, I am so impressed with this. I'm not sure. I know it looks on my side, on my end, it looks really bright and like pale. But in front of this mirror, it looks phenomenal. I still have to set the face, so I'm gonna set real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I did set my face and I applied contour and some blush. I have not applied any highlights. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to apply this Ciate Lunde. Sorry, it's really dirty. This is in the color Confetti. It is a highlighter. It's a little bit too dark for my complexion, but I'm going to kind of set that over the bronzer so that it could give me a really nice bronzy glow. I'm not sure if it's capturing it. And then I'll go in with a different highlighter because I don't want to bring this color up too high because it is a darker color. So I want to just, you know, incorporate it with the bronzer there. And then I'm going to go in with this MAC highlighter. This is actually a Gleaming Blush in the color Extra Diminishing Skin Finish. Just kidding. Maybe the Beaming Blush is the color of this highlight and I thought it was a blusher. I've had this for quite a while and I still have not hit pan. It is a very pretty highlight. I don't use it every single time I use highlight, but I do like to pair this with other highlights on top. It's so pretty. It gives you such a beautiful summer glow. And it is springtime, summer is approaching, so having a beautiful dewy, glowy skin is what we're looking for. Such a beautiful color. It has like a very beautiful golden pink undertone. Let's swatch this on the back of the hand. I'm not sure if it's translating, but it is a beautiful color nonetheless. Let me swatch this Ciate. This one's a little bit darker, as you can tell. This will look so beautiful on a darker complexion. You see how dark that is compared to the other one? Sorry, I had something in my mouth. But that is really all I do with the complexion. Now, if you feel like you went overboard, just grab your dampened sponge and kind of veil over those areas where you think you went a little bit too overboard, and it'll kind of just blend it out and pick up any excess powder, melt it into the skin, because again, this is a dampened sponge and the skin is looking amazing, you guys. So I did set my skin with a BeFit CC powder. I absolutely love this powder. You can get this on my website, which is linked down below in Farmasi. I did use the Contour Trio palette. You can also get this on my website. It has 2 contour colors and a setting powder, with a mirror compacted, and I did use this blush from this trio as well. And you can get all that on my website. You can also get this on my website, which is the contour stick that I used. And now to finish off the face, I do set my skin. So I'm going to first set it with the Calming Makeup Fixing Spray, with Cannabis Sativa. I thought this was very intriguing, so I picked it up at Ulta a while back. It smells really, really good. To me, it does not smell like marijuana, but I just thought the packaging was cute. It intrigued me that it does have allegedly cannabis sativa. Don't worry, I do not get faded with that. I've used it, obviously. I need to re-up. This is halfway gone. And then I like to set it with the other setting sprays. I love building up the products on my skin. I just do that all the time. I'm going to use the LA Girl setting spray, fix and setting makeup. You could use this before you start your makeup application and after. And then lastly, I will be setting it with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Mini Matte. I do like a matte finish, so we're gonna go ahead and spray that. We're gonna let all of this dry, and then I'm going to continue with my eyelids. Not my eyelids, I'm not gonna do anything with my eyelids, but I might, you know, fill in the brows a little bit and just do foundation. I'm sorry, I can't talk. A lippy and mascara, or maybe just some light lashes. You can grab your dampened sponge and kind of press all those sprays into your skin. This technique works really well as well, and then helps, you know, absorb all the setting sprays that you added. I might just fix the eyelids here because they are creasing, and then just set it with a setting powder or a just neutral eyeshadow there. Just like that. The skin is looking so good. Okay, so I'll be back basically with the final look. Okay, so I am all done. I decided to omit the eyelashes, the falsies, because I need to go. I actually want to put one more layer of mascara so that they can be a little bit more voluminous, but I decided to go with the darker lippy, so I decided to omit the eyelashes, and I did some eyeliner. You can find the mascara, the eyeliner, the lippy on my website down below. We do offer very, very affordable, high quality makeup, so make sure you check that out. And that is gonna complete my look. It's very simple. I didn't do any eyeshadow, and I just gotta put my hair up, do something with it, because I have to go now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, if you will, and if you have this, let me know if you like the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer. I need to put this to the test as far as durability, so that's what we're gonna do today, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you guys found it at your nearest Costco and if you like it. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.